Hello and welcome to my channel 8gen AI Studio. In this video, I'm going to show you another use case of automating how to report a news onto LinkedIn. So we have a news reporter which will do the research using Google, analyze the content to figure out what are the trends, patterns, and then post on the LinkedIn. And everything starting from researching to generating of the post, figuring out the media or the image relevant to the post, including the providing a credit to the author of the media or the image, and then creating a draft, posting it, making it ready, and then finally posting it on LinkedIn. Everything is automated except at the point where draft will be given to the user for review. Because it's AI generated, we need to make sure that we have a control over what AI is generating. So there is always a requirement that there should be human in the loop whenever we have a agentic application. So let's get to see it in action. So here is the news analyst or news reporter, and this is on my company's company's page called 8gen AI Services. These are the latest posts. If you can see here, I'll open it. It is for today. So it comes up with a, just a headline, which is out of top 5. It will pick up one as a headline and just make it a title of the post, and then links are attached after providing a kind of a 2 or 3 sentence summary of each news. This post does not have an image, but I think the last post on the 3rd of August. So this one is earlier post. It has an image also attached with the image credit given to the person or the source from which this image was taken. So this whole stuff is done automatically, and AI is the one which is taking care of generating or crafting this news post, plus figuring out which image to choose for this news post. Now let's see that in action, how to build it. All right, so we are here at the code base. Now first of all, I would like to tell you what is the structure of the code. So in this code, we have Crew AI. Basically, Crew AI is a framework for building a multi-agent application. So what I've done is I have built a set of agents, and there are 3 different agents. We have researcher, analyst, and writer. So what does researcher do? Now we are getting into the details of each and every agent and their task. And after that, it is just like whatever they are giving as the output, which is the post, the LinkedIn post. Then we'll do a set of actions, basically downloading the respective images, creating the link to upload the image, then automating using make.com. I will show you everything. But let's see the code. How does it work? So this is a prompt for researcher. The role we have defined. So we are asking researcher to look into the given the research area, which will be the input from the user. So for example, artificial intelligence is an area of research which I want this researcher to do the research. And then I'm telling researcher what kind of research you have to do. And then once the researcher role is defined, then I have a research task. So here I'm mentioning that you have to look into the basically different pages. I'm providing the tools. So remember, we have to provide a set of tools for researcher to do a analysis and to do a research over the internet. So first of all, I'm providing the Google search tool. Google search is provided by a lot of APIs, so I'm using Serper API tool. And then there is something called website scraping tool. So look into the website, get the content, and use it for providing the input to the next agent, which is analyst. So all I'm asking is do the research and give me the output in this format, which is headline, URL, publication date, and the detailed write-up. there are two inputs which I'm asking it to use. One is the area of research, which user can give. I want this news reporter to, or news researcher in this case area, researcher to use this particular area to research on the internet, and the date. So the date should be, whatever date I will provide, it will look for the news later than that date, not older. So that's the role of the researcher and the task. Then we go to analyst. So in the analyst, we are asking analyst to, look at the research area. You provide the insights. So we already got researcher collated the data from the internet. Now analyst will do what? It will try to get insights. For example, figure out, kind of these areas in terms of impact. Okay, provide the analysis, and then make sure that this insights is helpful to the reader in such a manner that somebody can make useful insights out of it. Now let's see what is the task of the analyst. And here the analyst, again we are asking analyst to look at the following aspects of the news which is given to you by the researcher, and then these are the areas we are asking it to analyze. Basically look from all these aspects. What is the technological advancement, what is the potential short-term and long-term impact on the industry, social impact and the change to human behaviors, all kind of impact possible. So we need to be as detailed as possible. We already know, the better the prompt, more detail, better it is. But we have to balance it. It's not like we need to give too many examples. In case this many detail it is able to perform, then it's okay. If it's not, then we have to use few shots prompting technique. Then expected output. So again, same thing. I'm expecting it in a report, analysis report. So analyst is supposed to give analyst is supposed to give analysis report for the next agent, which is a writer. So writer will do what? It will take this analyst report, which will have each news analysis done on different aspects and given the report. And then writer, here's the role defined for writer. So we are asking, you are award-winning social media news writer, and you do news writing in your own style. This is the style we will call it out, and we can call this is something which we can change, or we can come up with any innovative idea. You want someone, this AI writer, to portray someone's style or some popular news reporter style. So you can put that as a name or some style, whatever normal news reporter use, it can portray that. So but I've just given the general one, basically opening of the curiosities. Basically there should be hook when we start the post. Don't just start writing the news, have a hook, and keep a balancing accuracy with the readable, jargon free. Don't use too technical language. Keep a conversational tone. And then this is the role. Finally, we have a task here for writer. So what we are asking is, this is the structure. So if I define the structure, it will follow it. But if I don't define the structure, it will just give an instruction, then it will follow sometimes A way, sometimes B way, sometimes C way, right? So we want to be very certain about the output structure of the post. So that's the reason I'm mention the headline first, top trending news, then next is start with a compelling hook. Then for each news item, do these things, core of the development, what is the potential impact, short term, long term, any ethical implications, controversies or area of concern, and social, economic or technological advancements. And I want to make sure that it emphasizes on the emerging trends, patterns, insights. Also, those are covered. But because it is a post, we don't have a liberty to write detailed news, basically news article, right? It is just like a 5 different news. You can just have few sentences, 1, 2, 3, or 4 maximum sentences, and that's what I'm asking it. Add, in 2 to each news item to be in a 2 to 3 sentences each. Otherwise, we'll run into the limit of the post, and then it will simply cut your post into half. Okay, so this is done, and once we have it, what we'll do is we get here. This is my Unicorn application, Unicorn, which is using FastAPI. So I start the server, and this is my base application, which does the analysis. First, it creates and runs analysis. Basically, it gets me the post generated using all these 3 different agents of Crew AI. And Crew AI is all we have to do is just configure them. And basically, here is what I do. Go to run analysis. I take only 2 inputs. One is the date, analysis date, and second is the field or research area. Only 2 inputs are required. Even one is fine. If you don't give a date, it will automatically assume that you are looking for something today, which is the latest date. So these are the 3 research tasks, 3 agent tasks which are given. Crew will be configured here like that, and then we will just kick off the crew. And every agent in the crew will work in a sequential. Here I'm giving the order as sequential, means first researcher, then analyst, and then writer. So writer is the one which is going to generate the output for me as a developer to use the output and take the next step. So once the output is ready from the crew, then what I do is I need few more things before I can go and post it on the LinkedIn. What do I need? I need all the links. So post will come with, for example, I'll quickly show you one latest post. For example, today I was creating one. So this is the post. Post will come like this. It will have links like this. Now, what do we want? We want to extract the links, scrape those links for the media, and ask AI to choose one of the image which is best suitable or with the content of the post. And it is obvious that if we give a content of the post and multiple images, there will be multiple images which will be matching with the post, because one way or other some images will be from the multiple posts. So we get input from the AI. That is the next step which I want to show. Let me see here. Okay, so once we get the post link, then what we ask, we do this basically scraping of images, download all the images from those links, and then process those media files. And in this process for media file, we ask LLM. Here I'm using a LangChain capability, basically framework to generate the prompt and sending it to large language model. In this case, I'm using Claude and GPT, combination of both. For Crew AI, I'm using Claude on topics, Claude 3.5 Sonnet. And for image detection, what I'm doing is I'm using GPT-4o Mini. So I'm asking it to, you are like a senior news editor, and there are some 5 to 10 different news in the LinkedIn post shared with you. Each news has its own URL. So all you need to do is give me the output looking at the post. So I'm sending it the news post, and I'm sending the new image caption, which I got it while scraping the images. And I'm asking to give me the output of, and for each and every image, because I'm going to call for each and every image, give me the output whether this image is relevant, true or false. Relevant to what? Relevant to the post, the one I'm sending it here. And what is the relevancy score? 1 to 5. Just rate between 1 to 5. So it can rate, some images 1 to some images 5, because multiple images can match with the post. That's perfectly fine. So we'll pick one of them, or there are some better ways also which we can improvise further. How we can choose best among all the news items for the respective images. There are few ways to do it, but I have implemented this. There is just one I wanted to show you what I have done, but there are a few more ways to make it better. So let's go back. Once we have a media available, then we are asking, give me the final, pick up one media, because it can come up with a response with multiple images with a higher relevance, means let's say 5. So I need to choose one, because LinkedIn, you can only post one image. So at least for our post, we are only choosing one. We can post probably multiple if possible, but we are choosing Right now only one. So this is what it does. And then finally what happens, once the image is shortlisted, then we have to upload it, and I'm using Google Drive APIs, where I'll generate the link after uploading an image, and that link I need for make.com to download it. So I will show you in a moment how does it work. And finally, the last step before I post it, I also add an image credit. Basically, I want to make sure that from wherever I downloaded the image, I give a credit to the author or the owner of the resource, basically that media file. So this step is about that, and then post the JSON file. That's all. So now what we will do is we'll quickly go to the make.com site and see. One second, sorry, make.com, right. So here is the make.com which I'm using to automate the next step. So once the post is created, I have the media which is uploaded, and I have a link to access the media, and I have the post. So both the things are there. Now I want to post it on LinkedIn. So how we can do it? So we'll go to simple. What I need is I need a webhook, which I have created here since I have done few posts today. So I have a webhook. So very simple thing. It will expose a one URL which I can use to send a message. So I'm sending a JSON message. So once I send it, I need to set up the buffer. Buffer is a tool. I'll show you here. So buffer is one service which we can use for managing our whole social media related posts. It can give us a very good interface for scheduling the post, for analyzing the content, or trends, or how our strategy or engagement is working with the audience. So first of all, what I need is I need interface for me to send a message to buffer, for it to appear on the buffer UI, basically here. So today I already posted few messages, but like this. But let me show you one quickly here. So I configure the LinkedIn page, basically give access. Then I use that, okay, this is my post content, basically the content post, which is coming from a JSON. Then link is the media name. Media name is nothing but the link which I generated using Google Drive API. And caption. Every image I try to download the caption and the author name, but sometimes it is there, sometimes it is not there. You know that different kind of web pages have different type of structure and information which we cannot 100% accurately get. But there are few APIs available which can give you very high chance of returning the accurate output. So which I'm also planning to move to those APIs in future. But right now I'm using just a scraping way of downloading those images, their author, and the image caption. And then link to image, again I'm using the same media name, that's it. So once it is done, it will come here and get on my calendar, it will come and show it here. Right now, if you see, there is a one news already scheduled for tomorrow, which is 5th of August. I already posted one on today, 4th. So what we will do now, when we run it, we'll run it for some previous date, and we'll see that how does it come, and we'll see the content, and then we'll discard it, or we'll maybe post it. It will come on the LinkedIn page, but I want to make sure that you actually get to see the demo, how it is working. Alright, so now I am at the Postman, basically going to give an input. My server is already started. I'll just show you here. I just restarted the server, so it's ready to take the input. So here is my request. I'm going to generate a news, something which is late 20th July or onwards. So because I don't want to do it for today, which is 4th of August, since I already have the post out. So it is going to be a repeated post posted on my LinkedIn page. So here is the input which I'm sending. So send. I got a response that it is started. So let's go here. So here agents have already started. First of all, researcher, because it's a crew AI. Researchers going to access the internet, start looking for multiple links, look for this date 20th for I think 20th July is something which are given, so it is looking for 20th July onwards, basically not older than 20th July, but it is not sometimes 100%. It can have some news which is older than that, so it means we need to have further strategies defined how to restrict it, which could be by tapping onto certain specific resources or the basically content of some website which we can give. Right now I'm giving the general Google search, so it means it is up to the researcher to figure out which link give them a best latest news, because I've given a date as 20th July onwards. So while it is running, so we have the analyst now working on the analysis of the data which researcher has already done and given it to analyst. So we'll see the output here. There is a folder we are going to see it, which is 20th July. Right now it is empty, but once we have the post generated and the media, will see the content here. So we'll wait for a few seconds, because it is taking somewhere between 1 to 2 minutes to complete the post generation. So right now it is doing the analysis. Analysis will be given in the format of report. So I'll show you here. So here analysis is done. So if you see, there is a detailed report. This whole report is from here. Executive summary of the key findings. A lot of details are there, but we don't want to post that much information because we cannot do that. There is a restriction on the content. Okay, so we got the data out, and it is now post is out, so it is generating. Now what it is doing is it is trying to download the images. I think it's not able to connect, so could be a problem. So we'll see that if it is able to download any media. If no, then we will fix it manually. So it's we'll see the output. First of all, let's see the output here meantime. So this is the post which got generated for 20th July. Okay, so these are the 5 news, and that's it. But it is, I think, still trying to download the images from various different sources. Let's see what happens. Is it getting it? Okay, it got 2 links out of this. One is Science Daily, another one is artificialintelligencenews.com. So we'll see if it is able to download any news. It should come in a media. Okay, it could not able to find any relevant media or able to download it. Again, this is something which I'm using some kind of scraping API to download the images, since it could not. So it posted the content without the image. So we'll see here. I already have this running. So there's a one message just posted. So I'll go here and open the buffer to see if anything has been posted in my calendar. So here is the calendar. Today is 4th. Right. All right. So I think this one has come. This one, top trending news. So what I'll do is, okay, so I'll take this. Sorry, I'll take it I'll take it away. I don't want to post this. I want to review it first. So I'm just taking it away. Okay, I'll just moving it to draft. So this is the news which got generated and directly coming to buffer for me to review it. So here is the one. Let's see. All right, so this is the one, top trending news on artificial intelligence for 20th July. So we can see from the code, this was exactly the news. AI quantum leap, Google Gemini Pro outshines GPT-4, but at what cost to our planet? But at what cost to our planet? So this is like a title of the post, and then we have a news here, 5 of them, because I'm restricting it to 5 as I don't want to hit the limit of the LinkedIn post, which is 3000 characters. And this is with the content hashtag, but without any images because it could not able to download relevant content from the sites. So we also have to understand that every site is not giving access to scraping of the images. So I'm also looking for some better ways to do it, but this is sometime we get into the scraping issue, so it doesn't get it. But sometimes we get links where the images are easily accessible. We can download, we can get the caption of the image. We can also cite author who has basically provided the image. So that's all I wanted to show you. How automatically it is done. All I need to do is I can just put it into basically either schedule it, which is the feature of this buffer tool, or once I schedule it, I can just go and post it directly, or I can wait, let this buffer, which is a platform for managing all the posts, it will automatically post as per the scheduled time. And I can always go and, for example, edit. And one more thing which I can do is I can schedule based on whatever time I need. Here there is one feature which is from buffer, which it shows some of the images based on the links which are used, but I don't want to use that randomly. All I can do is I can use this interface to review the content and the image which is used to make sure that the image picked up is correct one or relevant one from any of those 5 images. Sometimes it can pick up the image which is not even part of the main article, or it's just a part of the side articles which were just shown as additional blogs. So that validation is required. That is where the human in the loop is must for any AI content generation. So this is the demo I wanted to show you, and I'm not posting it. All I need to do is if I schedule it, it will be scheduled, and then I can go, either I can post immediately from that option where in the calendar, or I can leave it. It will be posted automatically as per the scheduled time. So now it is scheduled for tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. How did you find this content? If you need any help on this kind of tool to build, do reach out to the link which is given below. We are available for any kind of automation of use cases, primarily done through large language model. Thanks a lot.